In today's video, we're going to be reviewing these Cut Da Carb flat wraps. So in the past, I've used these Joseph Lavash bread flatbreads from Walmart, and they are good, but I've been seeing these going around everywhere, and I really wanted to give them a try. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. So just to go ahead and test them out, we're going to make a flatbread pizza so that I can test that crunch, see how well it bakes, and then we're also going to make an Italian pinwheel, only because I don't want to eat the whole wrap as a sandwich, so I'm just going to make it into pinwheels just so that I can have one or two to taste. The whole point of that is so that we can also taste them without them being baked or anything, because sometimes these things have like a funny flavor. So we're going to test them baked and not baked. When you get this package, if you do decide to order them, they do come in a box just like this, and then their instructions say to keep this box in the freezer. In the freezer, they are good about 6 months. If you keep them open already, they do last in the fridge about 20 to 30 days is what the package says. I will leave the link to their website down below in case you want more information. The ingredients in these, in case you guys are wondering, is let's see, filtered water, unbleached flour, whole wheat flour, psyllium husk, salt, and yeast. These are 80 calories and 9 net carbs, and that is for the whole sheet. That's for the whole flatbread. That's not for half. I know the Joseph Lavash bread, those macros are for half of a flatbread. This is for the whole thing. Now, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some people who are saying that's really high carbs for just a little pizza. You have to be responsible for the macros that you eat in a day, right? So that doesn't mean you're going to have that you can't eat this. So obviously, if you use most of your carbs for breakfast or lunch, you don't want to have this for dinner. But like for me, I eat hardly any carbs during the day. I use most of my carbs at dinner time. That's where most of my carbs come from. For me to have something like this at dinner time is totally fine for me. So as with anything, you know, of course, you still want to make sure that you fit it into your macros. Obviously, don't eat these 3 or 4 times a day. All right, let's go ahead and get into the video. We're gonna make a pizza, test out the crisp, and then we're gonna make some Italian pinwheels. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we get into the video, if you're new here and you like keto or low carb recipes, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you can be updated every time we drop a video. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with making the flatbread pizza. And then while the flatbread pizza is cooking, we'll go ahead and make the pinwheels. But I just want to say that this feels just like a tortilla. The texture feels nice and everything. So we're just going to follow the instructions for the pizza, exactly what's on the package for this video. So it does say to brush it with some oil. So I'm just lightly brushing it with some olive oil here. And then we are putting on some light pizza sauce. I've seen other videos where they do say make sure you don't put on, you know, the toppings too heavy, because then it's not going to get crispy, and we definitely want it crispy, right? So I'm going to add on some pizza sauce here and just spread it on pretty thin. All right, so now we're going to put on some mozzarella cheese. Again, we're not going to go too heavy. We're going to just put, you know, a little bit of cheese on there. And then we can start putting on our toppings. But before we do, I'm going to sprinkle it with some oregano. I just like it like that. So you can make this pizza any way that you want. We're going to add on some pepperoni. We're just going to make it a regular pepperoni pizza. So we'll go ahead and get these finished putting on, and then we should be ready to pop it in the oven. Okay, and then I'm just going to put mine on the baking sheet. You could probably just put it on the baking sheet first. But mine didn't tear or anything, so that's a good thing. So while that is cooking in the oven, we're going to make our pinwheels. And what I'm doing here is just spreading it with some cream cheese. And you can put as much as or as little as you want. You know, I've actually never made these pinwheels before. I'm just kind of putting something together just to try them out. Just so that I can see, you know, how they taste, the flavor of them without them being cooked in the oven. just because, you know, sometimes things taste okay when they're baked and stuff, but they just don't taste right when they're not. I'm also going to sprinkle on some Italian seasoning. I'm going to start off by putting on some provolone cheese. And I'm also adding on some turkey. Now I'm going to go in with some pepperoni slices. And some salami. All right, and now I didn't have any lettuce or anything, but I did have spinach, so I'm going to add some spinach on there. And I went ahead and cut up red bell pepper, and I'm just putting on a few pieces of sliced red bell pepper. And then the last thing that I'm adding here is some banana peppers, or pepperoncinis, and I'm adding that on. And then now we have to roll it up. So there's our Italian pinwheel before we roll it. Now, what the package does say is when you roll this, they do say to roll it long ways. So I'm not going to go against what they say because I believe them when they say it might tear. So we're going to roll it long ways, and then we're just going to use a knife and we're going to cut them into little pieces. Alright guys, so let's see what these taste like. These are the Italian pinwheels that we made, and they look delicious. So let's see how it is. These are so good. Man, these are good. So the whole reason why I wanted to make these pinwheels, well, because I didn't want to eat a whole, you know, wrap because I'm already making a pizza to try out. But I wanted to see how the flatbread tastes, like if it has like a weird flavor when it's not cooked or anything, and it does not. It tastes really good. Honestly, it tastes just like a tortilla. So these are definitely a plus. So let's go ahead and try out the pizza now. The pizza is ready, and I've let it sit for just a couple minutes to cool, and we'll go ahead and slice it up and give that a try. So first of all, I have to say that I'm pretty impressed with this pizza. It feels really nice and crispy. And you hold it like this, it doesn't even bend. When it first comes out, it seems like it's going to, but it seems to be nice and crunchy. So let's see how it goes. Look how crispy they come out. Chips. Alright, so in the past, I've used the Joseph's Lavash bread from Walmart to make pizzas like this. And I have to say, these are definitely better. They're nice and thin. They get nice and crispy. You do need to make sure that you put everything on lightly, like cheese, like sauce. But they definitely cook, you guys. 12 to 15 minutes and you are good. I'm really excited to try these flatbreads with other things. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to kind of test them out. So if you're looking for something like this, I will leave a link to their website down below so you can check them out. And that's it. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video.